I've tried to make this video a few times, but I'm so wigged out that I keep forgetting stuff. So I'm going to try and do it this time. Okay. So I finished reading Uzumaki, all of Uzumaki, all tonight. Um, and I wanted to make a video about it to keep myself from being terrified. So Uzumaki is the horror manga from acclaimed mangaka Junji Ito. I don't know when it was written, maybe in the 90s. But Junji Ito, he's more known for making kind of short stories, one or two chapter little things. Manga stories, obviously, but yeah, kind of shorter ones. But Uzumaki, a lot of people consider it his opus. I wouldn't know. I haven't read any of his other things, but I probably will after this. But yeah, it's like 3 volumes long, so not crazy long. I read it in about 3 hours or so. But yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Uzumaki is the Japanese word for spiral, and it's basically what Uzumaki's about. It's about a town, like a small kind of rural town. Um, it's about a town who is cursed by spirals. And you may think to yourself, well, what does that mean? That doesn't sound very scary. Ooh, I'll make a horror story about how a town is cursed by fucking squares. That's stupid. And I think that's the natural reaction to have, but it's kind of hard to explain without spoiling shit. So I would advise checking it out if that concept intrigues you at all, because it certainly did for me, and I'm, scared. Yeah, it focuses on this girl named Kyrie, the story. She's the protagonist. Um, a big theme of the story is that spirals, mesmerize people, that people are drawn to spirals. And Kyrie has some kind of unexplained connection, and she, has a mesmerizing kind of pull to her, which isn't really explained at all, and I don't think it really ties in thematically too much. So I feel like it's more just kind of an excuse to have some of the more, spooky shit that goes on in the town happen around her. So yeah. And I think there's two big things that make Uzumaki effective in being scary. One of them, kind of the most obvious one, is the art. The artwork is it's off-putting at the best of times. The only characters that I think look, like attractive or good to look at are Kyrie and Shuichi, who is her boyfriend, who also recurs quite a bit. Everybody else in the story more or less has this kind of weird look about them. It kind of remind me of like the character designs in Akira, but kind of on purpose to look weird and out of place. Um, just subconsciously make you feel like something's fucked up. And when the story tries to look fucked up, let me tell you, there's some images in Uzumaki that'll fucking stick with you. I'll tell you that for free. The art is incredibly detailed, very grotesque. Um, when it needs to be, and it needs to be a lot more than I kind of wanted it to be sometimes. But yeah, it's great. I'll tell you that. And the second thing that makes it effective is, you know, effectively scary is that it's kind of absurd, a lot of the horror. Like, people turn into snails. That's one of the things that happens. And you think, well, that's fucking stupid. I mean, I get that snails are like a spiral thing, but turning into snails, that's fucking stupid. And it is. But something about the absurdity of it that all kind of coalesces together, just, it's hard to describe. It creates a cohesive experience that kind of draws you more and more into it. as you read, kind of like a spiral. Um, and God, it's maddening, is what it is. By the end of the story, where Shuichi's talking about how the town's going mad and they're out in the fucking mountains and you're seeing fucking spirals in all of the wilderness and stuff. You're just, oh my God. Like, it fucks with your head a little bit. Um, in the ending is incredible, I would say. And, when you think of curses, you think of like ghosts and shit, because that's pretty common in Japanese stuff. They're pretty big at ghosts and stuff, but at the end of every volume in the place where I read it online, there's like a little about the author thing. And it said that one of Ito's biggest inspirations was Lovecraft. And you can very much see that in the ending. Um, and kind of the little bonus chapter thing that was included at the end. But, like, I don't even know what to say. Uzumaki's really good. You should read it. It's fucking spooky.